Hi, and welcome to a brief video demo of the Catelas Early Case Analytics solution. Catelas was founded in 2007 and is in use by many of the world's leading consultancies and within Fortune 500 legal and compliance departments. Catelas can be purchased as software for use behind your firewall or used as a service via one of our many partners, and deployments typically take a few hours. Traditional tools are ill-suited to the promise of early case analytics. They are heavily reliant on keywords, both for culling the content down to manageable portions and for the search and review piece. Unfortunately, the keyword list is seldom as accurate at the outset as it is at the conclusion. This leaves counsel open to surprises, as important documents are missed and key people ignored until many iterations and much time has passed. To be of any value, early case analytics needs to inform counsel of what they don't already know. Catelas can do this because our approach is different. We don't just work with documents, rather we first identify the key people and their relationships, and then follow those relationships to the content from which we generate our early case analytics reports. This unique approach allows Catelas to deliver insight early in the EDRM process, and consequently significantly improves the outcome for counsel. By getting the people question right first time, we provide a fast, precise, and comprehensive solution for preservation and collection, before a single email is ever collected. This same technology allows counsel to triage a dataset and quickly identify the key players and uncover the hot documents for review by senior counsel. Because it's fast, it can inform counsel when they need such support the most, at the beginning of a matter. Okay, let me show you a quick demo of how this works on a real case. In this demo, we have taken a couple of million emails from the Enron dataset to simulate a case, an FCPA case, say in India. We can first use the collected data or log files from the email servers in India and identify every person in our company that connects with the government or our local partners. We do this first by searching for government domain addresses or our partners in the region. In this dataset, we have found 807 government people who have contact with our employees, more than we ever expected. We now add these to a group so that we can quickly visualize how exactly our employees connect with the government people. Taking a look at those 807 touch points, you can see when we look at the activity network where we are looking at volume, we do see many connections. In fact, it's quite noisy. But when we look at interactivity, where only bidirectional conversation threads are displayed, we see that far fewer people are involved. These are the people who work or have some relationship with the government officials in question. Depending on your policy, you now have a list of candidates to consider for preservation. A legal hold notice can automatically be sent to these email addresses when we tag those people in our company in the network. Now, the people in this network are candidates for collection and initial interview. From an early case analytics perspective, we now need to drill down and take a closer look at these people in our company. So let's add these people as custodians to a new network for analysis. From the last network, we added 28 custodians colored here in the black color. I want to now understand who are the key people, what are the key relationships, and where are the hot documents. Then we will package up our findings in a report for counsel to review. As you can see, the volume of email communications is huge. You can't read or call or search this and expect to quickly locate key hot documents. Using our patent-pending behavioral science algorithms, however, Catelas can quickly isolate firstly those connections that involve a dialogue as opposed to CC'd communication, and can then further filter the connections to those where there is a medium to very high level of interactivity between parties. From this you can see who the key people are in this dataset and where are the key relationships. Now that we have eliminated around 90% of incidental communications, we can search against this network and locate who is speaking to whom about the issue at hand. From an early case analytics perspective, I now want to locate the hot documents within this network. So let's do our search. As you can see, we still get a lot of results, which we can review one by one in a linear manner, or we can present all these emails as a network. But before we proceed to take a look at the network of those search results, let's go back to the main network here. If we intend to review the entire dataset in this case, we can tag all the emails in this network, which is essentially our hot network, and instruct a review tool such as Relativity or Clearwell to prioritize the review with these emails. So we can tag all the emails in this network for first pass review, submit that, and pass the document IDs to Relativity or Clearwell. Now returning to our search results, this network shows every single communication from those search results. It looks quite noisy. However, using our unique algorithms, we can quickly focus in on the network where people are actually in dialogue about the issue in question, and ignore the false positives and focus in on the conversational trends and hence responsive documents. Furthermore, we can use the filter to highlight those communications where the interactivity between the people is at its highest about the topic in question. Now from that large corpus, we have zeroed in on a number of key people and their communication. And these are the people who are in dialogue the most about the issues that we're concerned about. We can now, for example, look at the communication between Susan and Mara and view the interactions between Susan, Mara, and Jeff Dasovich. And these interactions can now be viewed and tagged for further review by senior counsel. Once this process is complete, we then create a report of our work and add to that report the justification for what we did. Now the report is made up from the networks that we just created, from the identification pieces through to the collection of key people, uncovering the key relationships, and then of course the tags associated with the hot documents and the first pass review. This report is available online or can be wrapped up into a Word or PDF document for counsel to review and discuss later. This report will detail all the attributes that we spoke about earlier in terms of the list of custodians associated with the matter, the various different networks that were important in terms of the justification associated with the matter itself in terms of how the hot documents were located, and of course the hot documents themselves. Each report contains a list of all the emails that have been tagged, and also clicking on that email brings up the actual email in the report itself. Additionally, these reports can be exported to PDF or Word documents where the work product can actually be shared with counsel.